So, hello everyone, good afternoon, and welcome to this interesting discussion or teaching. At the end of this teaching, you should be able to actually start a blog in this 2024 and make money from it as soon as possible. So, the topic is how to start a blog and make money in 2024. Is that okay? Now, the ultimate beginner's guide to start blogging and make money in 6 steps is what I'm about to discuss with you. Are you listening? This is my ultimate beginner's point. Is six outlined points that will help you make money, that will help you to start a blog and then make money in this 2024. Is that okay? So I need you to follow me step by step as I guide you line by line as we move ahead. Since 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, I've been blogging and making money. I worked with a bank for a long time, but that wasn't paying me what I needed to earn in life. So I was doing blogging part time. So I own a lot of websites that I actually created that I'm using to make a lot of money from. So I'm also a very good comedian. You hope people know. For those of you that are following me on this channel, you know I'm a comedian. I make a lot of comedy skits, and I also do simple memes to make people laugh. So I'm a good comedian. In spite of that, my major job is blogging. So I find it necessary that most times if I teach some of these tricks, there are persons who are students on my page who actually needed a side hustle that will enable them to have extra money. Me, I do all of those things for a living, and I have built my house from it. In short, it formed the basics of my life. I don't even understand me. Now it gives me food, gives my family food, takes care of my need. In short, you can make huge amount of money like I am making. So that is why I said, while I'm entertaining you, I should be able to show you how this actually works. So you need to calm down and follow me gradually as I take you step by step, this step by step. Is that okay? So this is the best way you can start a blog, and soon you should be able to make money if you're able to follow this step by step. Is that okay? Now, what will you be learning in this particular article? Do I call it article? In this particular video, what will you be learning in this particular video? Eh? You will learn how to start a blog in 6 steps. Is that okay? You will learn how to start a blog in 6 steps and start making money in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Is that okay? You will learn how to start a blog in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and you should also be able to start making money from this particular blog in within this 10 to 15 minutes. So follow this step by step and learn how to make money from creating a blog and monetizing it today. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to do so. Is that okay? Don't forget to actually subscribe to my channel. So how to start a blog and make money in 6 steps. How to start a blog and make money in 6 steps, and this is the beginner's guide. So if you're advanced in blogging, then you can skip or you can listen till you get to the point that you needed to learn. Is that okay? But I will advise you to just play this video sequentially, because being a comedian, most times I'll tell you story. So if you can bear my story, then you can be able to learn what I'm about to teach you, that is helping me to live my life even more than people that are earning big amount in Western countries. Yes, I know what I'm telling you. I make a lot of money from blogging. So number one step is to pick your blog name and niche. Is that okay? Number one thing you need to learn is, in this my 6 step, is the number one thing you need to learn. Number one is what? Number one is pick your blog, pick your blog, pick your blog name and niche. Pick your blog name and niche. This is the number one thing you should learn. So picking your blog name and niche, let me explain this step by step for you to understand. What is your blog name and niche? Some people call it niche, some people call it niche. It's Niche. Now, let me start from your blog name. Now, think of what is peculiar to you. Are you listening? How will you pick your blog name or niche? Think of what is peculiar to you, that thing that is associated to you. The first time I created a website for myself, I thought of what is peculiar or related to me, and I decided to use my name. My name is my native name is Oche. So to differentiate what I'm doing, I decided to put it as Oche, then I put SY. Because when I was searching for Oche to use as blog name, as my blog name, it has been taken by another person. So to make it to add sugar to it, I decided to put it to add SY. So I added SY. So I decided to check Oche C. Let me put it for you to see. So I decided to put, first of all, I search Oche. It was taken. So I thought of sy.com because, and it went through. That was how I bought ochesi.com. Is that okay? So I made a very good choice by picking a peculiar name that is associated to me, by picking a name that is simple to actually know, by picking a name that is simple for my viewers to actually remember, or chelsea.com. So that is what blog name talks about. So that is how to pick a blog name. So look or think of what is peculiar or associated to you. Is that okay? So what is a niche? A niche is what you want to be writing about, what your blog is going to be all about. Is that okay? Your niche is what your blog is going to be all about. Now, for example, what do you know a lot? You are a mechanic, you're an artisan in the mechanic field, and you're very educated and you needed this side hustle. When you come back from your normal hustle, you want to write a single article that you want to be monetizing. This is very simple to actually do. Let's say you're a mechanic, so you decided to write about mechanical things. For instance, you're a motorcycle mechanic, so you think of what you're going to be writing about. I don't know if you understand me. If you're a mechanic, make sure your niche should be related to mechanical things so that you will not run out of ideas in writing your articles. Is that okay? If you're a hairdresser, make sure you pick a niche that is related to that of hairdressing. Is that okay? So if and again, if you are a bricklayer or a builder, make sure you pick a niche that is related to building. Is that okay? So I have explained what pick your blog name and niche means, isn't it? I've told you what a blog name means, and I've also told you what a niche means. Niche is what you want to write about, and I'm not letting you know that you must not mix. You shouldn't think of mixing your blog with different niche. It will make Google will be crawling your website, but it may not give you the real ranking. That's what I feel, because that's out of experience. That's what I can tell you. So make sure you're particular about what you're writing. If you're writing about mechanical thing, make sure you write about mechanical thing. If you're writing about technology, make sure you write about technology. But I will advise not even to pick technology as a whole, because technology is too vast. Is that okay? So let's go. If this number one is okay, then we can go to number two. Like I said, you don't need to be in a hurry if you must learn from this particular video that I'm making. Is that okay? If you're in a hurry, you can whine. But I'm letting you know that as I am talking to you right now, from now to the next 15 minutes, should I say 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, you should be able to create your own blog. Let me not even give you a time. At the end of this video, you should be able to create your own website at the cheapest rate. Is that okay? You should be able to create your own website or blog at the cheapest rate and monetize it instantly. Is that okay? So the number two thing that you need to know is to get your blog online. Get your blog online. Number two is to get your blog online. Get your blog online. Get your blog slash website. So your blog is your website, okay? For those who don't know, your blog is your website. So get your blog slash or website. That's your blog is your website online. So I will explain this to you. Now that you have a blog name, now that you have a blog name and a niche, that is what you want to write about. The next thing you have to do is to get your blog or website online. Now, why did I jump to this point? I came to this point because this is how I want to explain this to you. It's because this is how I feel you're going to understand what I'm about to show you. Now, how will you get your blog or website online? Number one way you can do is to find a web hosting. Is that okay? Who will host your blog? Who will host your blog? That's number one thing you should ask yourself. So I am going to be under this thing. I am going to be telling you um, two two uh, two places you can host your blog or your website. Two places you can host your website. I hope I'm taking it one after the other that even a novice watching these videos should be able to understand. So let me tell you two places you can host your blog. Number one, I will choose Blogger. Number one, Blogger. Let me use Roman numeral here to differentiate it. Number one. Number one, sub number one, let me use Roman numeral. Blogger. Then I is WordPress. Let me put blogger.com, then WordPress.com. So let's go. So now, if you want to host your blog, on blogger.com, that is totally free. Is that okay? It is totally free. If you want to host your blog on Blogger, it is totally free. I've also made a video here on how you can start a blog from scratch, from beginning to the end in blogger.com. So you can search my page, go to my video, scroll down, you will see where I did the video. I don't know if I can remember to actually paste the link to that video here. So you can check here to see if I post the link here, the link to that video, how you can start it step by step on Blogger and to be successful in hosting your blog on blogger.com. So just check the link in this video or check my profile, check my videos, search for it down, you're going to see it. Is that okay? So if you're checking my page here, if you're searching my channel here, you're going to be seeing funny videos and this kind of lesson because I'm a comedian and I teach all of these reasonable ways that help my followers or my subscriber to actually be independent, just like I am very, very independent as a blogger, not working for anybody, and I'm making a lot of money from it. So blogger.com, I've taught how you can do that. So the next place you can host your blog is wordpress.com. So I always advise people to actually choose blogger.com depending on the type of website you want to build. But if you're starting, I would advise you to actually use blogger.com. The reason is you only need to just pay for domain, and even if you're not paying for domain, well, this blogger.com that is owned by Google will actually enable you to create uh, uh, unlimited numbers of websites. But the only difference is you may not be able to take your own domain by yourself except you're paying for the domain. But you will be able to use names like www. Like my www.ochesi.com now, they will not add something for me like www.ochesi.blogspot, just to make sure that their name is attached to it. That's to tell you that they have not paid for the domain. Is that okay? So if you're starting, you can use the free domains that they are giving you. That after choosing your niche and your blog name, they'll just add blogspot to it for you. So that is a difference. But everything work perfectly with blogger.com, and with that free domains, you will not pay a dime to actually host your website there. And if you write good articles and a good writer, you can be able to apply to different monetizing channels to monetize your blog, which I am going to touch at the end of the day. So stay calm, follow me one after the other as I gist with you on this particular topic called how to start a blog and make money in 6 steps. Easy beginner's guide. This is my easy beginner's guide. So let's go. So the number two place to actually host your site is the wordpress.com. WordPress also provide a free domain. Are you listening? Also provide a free domain. Your domain is your website name. In case for those people who don't know what the domain means, a domain is your website name. Is that okay? Good. So WordPress, so like ochesi.com now, that is my website, that is one of my websites. Now if you're like say I'm creating a free, I'm getting a free WordPress domain now. It will now be ochesi.wordpress.com. So they added ochesi.wordpress.com. They add WordPress for me, just like Blogger will add Blogspot for me. Is that okay? So the difference between, let me show you now. I will now show you the difference between blogger.com and wordpress.com. Blogger.com, you will not pay for hosting, but in wordpress.com you will pay for hosting. Is that okay? You pay for hosting. So the difference depend on the type of blog you want to actually operate. Is that okay? So to some persons, they want WordPress because they have the money to be paying. But to me, I've been using Blogger, and I've been using Blogger. I always be using Blogger because I still have ways I manipulate this Blogger owned by Google, and I am actually doing well with Blogger. So I will advise you to actually start from Blogger if you are a novice and you're just starting this particular how do I put it? This particular since you're just trying to vent into this particular business called blogging. So if you follow me to the end of this video, you should be able to actually create your own website and monetize it immediately. So I am going to facilitate this for everyone. So I am just following it gradually. If you're in a hurry, you can fast forward. But I will advise you once more to stay calm, like I am chatting with you, until you're able to get what we are talking about. So the number three is design your blog with a free WordPress theme. Are you listening? Some people number okay, sorry. Uh Let me explain this. Let me not go to that first. Let me let you know something. In Blogger, all their themes, the theme or the theme is called the template, all of them are free. Is that okay? Now, and there are external theme of that belongs to WordPress and you can actually use on blogger.com. Is that okay? So to some persons, if you're using WordPress.com, you can use their free themes. There are themes that are free and there are themes that you have to pay for. I will advise you not to take the one that you pay for, because the essence of blogging is for you to create something called website and then minimize your expenditure on that particular website while you maximize your income. Is that okay? So I will always advise you to use Blogger because their themes are free. Not just their themes are free, you can go and download WordPress themes from Google and then use in your Blogger. So if you want to use wordpress.com, please use their free themes. Don't go and be paying for theme. No, because there are theme you pay for, at the end of the day you will not even like it at all. Is that okay? So my number 3 here is to write your first blog post. We have treated number 1, pick your blog name and niche. Number 2, get your blog website online. Then number 3 is for you to do then the number 3 that I'm talking about is for you to write your first blog post. Now, after you get your blog or website online, the next thing is for you to get your first blog post. Now, let me write the number 3 here. Okay, let me write the number. Let me do something. Number 3, use free. Number 3, I just want to do it like this so that it will be clear for you people. Use free blog posts. Use free themes. Then in brackets, I put it in bracket, bloggers are free. Bloggers are free. Do you understand me now? So the number 3 is for you to use free themes. Don't go and be paying for it. So we treat number 4. Let's go to number 4. So our number 4 that we're discussing here is to write your first blog post. Write your post. Write your post. So that's the first thing we are discussing. Write your post. So when you're writing your post, how will you write your post? In the other video, like the one I did for blogger.com, I show it step by step how you can write your post, how you can even from creation of mail. I think you should check this. I will remember to put, yes, I'll just try to, okay, just check the link. Check the description on this video. You should be able to have the link to that step by step on Blogger on how to create blog, from creating your email to building the website to how you can write your post to how you can edit your post The link to that video is on this bio. It's on this no, sorry, not on this bio. It's on the description part of this video. So let's go. So the number 14 is to write your post. So refer to that video in case you don't know how to start writing your post. In case you don't know how to start writing your post on your website, please. So the number 14 we are going to discuss is to promote your blog. Now, promote your blog. Number 5. Promote your blog. Promote your blog post. That is number 5. The number 6, make money from your blog. Number 6, make money from your blog. So the number 6 is to make money from your blog. Now, we are discussing number 1, pick your blog name and niche. I've explained that. Get your blog or website online. Now is number 2. And to get it online, you can get it online through blogger.com, wordpress.com. We have other hosters out there, but I just picked blogger.com and wordpress.com because they're the most common one. Then use free theme. Don't go and be buying themes because you end up spending money. Then number 4, write your first blog post. And I said, in case you're finding it difficult, check the description here. You will see a video that will lead you to how you can write your blog post, especially the one in blogger.com. Is that okay? Then number 5 is to promote your blog post. I am going to explain how to do this one after the other. Is that okay? I will explain how to do this one after the other. Now, let me explain number 5 to you. How do you promote your blog post? Eh? Eh? How do you promote your blog post? So to promote your blog post, you need to share it on social media. not to share it on social media alone. You share it. Okay, even WhatsApp is social media. So most times, when you share your post on social media, it gives you more traffic. Don't worry, I'm going to treat that one after the other. Now, the number 6 is to make money from your blog. So I have already discussed the niche thing. Is that okay? So let's go down and see what we are going to do next. So I have explained get your blog online with web hosting, isn't it? Now, I have also talked about choose your web hosting. That's number 2. I have also talked about pick your blog's domain. I've also talked about that. Then I've also talked about now selecting the right hosting plan. Eh? So in case you want to actually uh, uh, pay for hosting, then you can use wordpress.com. Is that okay? So let me I'm coming. So another thing I want us to discuss right now is the 2 best alternative blog hosting platform worth considering. So I made mention of blogger.com and wordpress.com as my preferred web hosters, but I needed us to actually discuss these two again. So let me go down and then put that one, um, just for you to have much alternative to look at. Is that okay? Number three, I have hosted with DreamHost. They are very good also, but I paid for them. I am going to actually explain to you. So DreamHost is another host again. My this thing is, let me sorry, this autocorrect DreamHost. This site is spelled. So another host again that I so much like is DreamHost. So this DreamHost now, I have hosted literally dozens of websites on DreamHost over the years. You understand me? And I am still hosting some website with them again. All similar features like one click installed. The similar feature of one click install that if you want to install anything, you just enter once and for all. The free SSL certificate and site security aside, one of the biggest pros of going with DreamHost compared to other hosting companies. So if this is okay, you can try it out, my people. But I will advise you to just use that of blogger.com or wordpress.com. Just go for blogger.com since the link is on this description. So for a start, so you can search, you can make research about DreamHost by yourself. I'm hosting some site with them also, but I always prefer Blogger because it's free and it enables me to spend lesser amount of money. So another one again I would like you to consider and make research about is, what's the name? HostGator. Yes, HostGator. So this is another one I want you to consider. You can look at it. The thing that sets HostGator apart from other hosting is that the fantastic level of their customer support. The HostGator, they have a very good customer support. Is that okay? That's one thing with them. They have a very good customer support. If you have anything difficulty, they always want to help. Is that okay? And a lot of millions of websites are hosted there. But if you're just starting, I would advise you to use blogger.com, which is a Google site. They are very good because you may not even get the customer support, but if you understand how it works, just know that you are there. Is that okay? Hmm? So, for others that, okay, let me. So having said this, I want to, if you have considered blogger.com, wordpress.com, dreamhost.com, then HostGator, that I advise you to use blogger.com. Then I think you should think of how like why blog design is so important when starting a blog. So we will look at the design. If you have choose a host and you want to actually kickstart your website, you look at how you can design your blog. So designing blog is very important. I must be sincere with you. Designing your blog is very important because the how beautiful is your blog will determine how attractive it is. So to so many people, they decided to use basic themes, which at the end of the day, those themes will still give them the same view. But there is something I want you to understand. Some teams, every team have their own purpose. There are teams that will enable you to actually have more ads on your website. And the more ads that you add in your website, the more money tendency, the more money that will actually come to your pocket. And while some teams that are out there actually are created. Some of them are even faster than others. Do you understand me? There are some of them that are faster than others. So another thing again that you need to know about your blog design is the layout of your blog design. The layout shows shows how your website look like, how it is arranged step by step. If you're visiting a website www dot like orchardseed.com, if you look at it, if you look at the site, there is heading. Eh? There is a part called the heading. Let me go to one website so that I can show you how a layout look like. Let me go to my blogger.com, so I can show you what a layout means. It's loading, so when it loads, hold on. My network is a little bad, but if you hold on, let it open. I just needed to show you how blog design look like. Do you understand? So you need to be a little patient with us. Hold on, please. Sorry, my network is a little bad. Hold on, it's loading. Let me stand up and see if I can get the network somewhere here. Sorry. I'm making this video from a remote area, so but just follow me gradually. At the end of the day, we'll have a fruitful time. Hmm? Uh-huh. It's now opening. So let me go to my, now that it has opened. Now let me go to where a layout. First of all, let me go to the website first. Let me go to this website, goji.com.ng. It's also my site. Hmm? So now that as you can see, this is how I designed the website. Now these are the headings where I put a clock and I said watch videos for 50 hours and the clock will turn red. You understand me? That kind of, you see the site I built here. Then I use Suraflex, as you can see. So I after the Suraflex, I added Facebook icon, I added Twitter, I added Instagram, I added uh, Pinterest. What's the name of this thing? Then I also added the Skype. Can you see it? So that is the layout. That is layer one. Then the layer two is the body of my site. Is that okay? That is what the layout looks like. So like if you go to this blogger.com where the site is hosted, eh? Now this is the layout here. Do you see where I click it? So if you want to control anything, how your site will look like, it is from here you control it. If you go to the other video, you will see the step by step how you can build, how you can do it step by step. Is that okay? Hmm? Is that okay? I hope this is getting clearer for all of you. But in case you have any question at all, you can ask me in the comment section and I am going to answer you straight. Is that okay? So like in wordpress.com, like as I was saying, in case you're hosting with WordPress, in case it is WordPress you're hosting, let me show you uh, uh, if you're using WordPress and you just paid for the WordPress and you don't know how to go about it, Yeah, I can let you know that these are 10 essential WordPress plugins you should install on your new blog today. So the one of it, the number one is the Yoast SEO. It's called the search for plugins in WordPress, you're going to get it. Look at Yoast SEO. The more people that can find your content, the better your blog will be. Oh, I don't even understand me. The more people that can find your content, the more your blog will be. So like Yoast SEO, the Yoast SEO in WordPress.com, it helps bloggers to actually have better visibility on Google and other search engines. If you go to Google now to search for certain topic, you see that some persons own came first before other persons, and there are factors. The result that you see on every research on Google, you will see that uh, 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 some website will appear before that website. So the determination of this have to do with the quality of the blog you wrote. Then the number two, the hosting. Number three is your plugins in that particular host. Now in blogger.com have already done everything for free. So it all depends on your quality post before you'll be highly recognized. In WordPress, you needed to they did a lot in the WordPress also, but in the WordPress there is what they call plugin. Those plugins will further help your website to perform better. And those plugins that I said, number one is Yoast SEO, and the function of this Yoast SEO is to allow your site to be more visible to search engines. Is that okay? Is that okay? So the better your blog will do. So the more people that can find your content, the better your content will do. So that is why the Yoast SEO is very important. The Yoast SEO plugin for WordPress will help you to actually optimize your blog post titles. I don't know if you understand me now. Then your meta titles, there's what we call meta titles. The meta titles are the titles uh, that is peculiar to that of your blog. For instance, Chelsea.com. Now that all Chelsea now, that maybe put all Chelsea as meta title. Whenever you're searching all Chelsea, you just find the all Chelsea and you see that all Chelsea will be the name that is there, which is the meta title. Is that okay? Then we have what is called meta description. That is the description of what your blog have to do about. Is that okay? All of these things are function of Yoast SEO to enable them to actually get more visibility, get more appearance to search engine. So another plugin again WordPress that you need to install if this you're using WordPress.com is the WP Forms. You want your readers to be able to get in touch with you easily, isn't it? Sometimes you want your reader to just get in touch with you to actually communicate with you, isn't it? So if you want your reader to actually communicate with you, the WP Forms will enable you to actually have a form that will enable your viewers to actually get in touch with you. Like you ask them questions for them to answer, or maybe if they have any suggestion about your website, they will be able to communicate that to you using the plugin called the WP Forms. So another plugin again that you can use in WordPress is Sitekit by Google. Now this Sitekit by Google is a plugin in WordPress that will enable you to get analytics. The analytics talks about how your site is being viewed. For instance, there are 3 people that view your site from Uganda. That Sitekit by Google will now enable you or allow you to actually see that those people view it from Uganda. Is that okay? Now, the Sitekit by Google plugin in WordPress.com also allows you to sometimes even check the minutes that those people spent in your blog. Do you understand? Those things are very, very important. Is that okay? So their function is that they're 100%. This particular plugin is actually free, and it is made by Google, and it allows you to see all your relevant Google Analytics. Hmm? So the number four plugin again that you need to install in your WordPress in your WordPress.com hosting platform is that of Updraft Plus. The Updraft Plus is sometimes things will go wrong. Okay, in the Upside plugin, again, sometimes things will go wrong on your blog, and it won't always be totally in your control. It's always smart to have a backup plugin that save all your hard work on a regular basis. That's to tell you that this particular what's the name this particular plugin enables you to actually save your data, save your everything you're doing in that your website, so that things will go wrong and everything will not disappear. So that is the Updraft Plus. That's the function of the Updraft Plus. So the number five plugin again you will need is the WP Rocket. The WP Rocket. Is that okay? The WP, so that one will help you. The WP Rocket rank will help you rank your your articles fast. For instance, you wrote an article today, eh? In this, after writing your article, before you know, if you install your WP Rocket, before you know, your article will be found in Google. And if anybody is searching anything related to that of the topic you wrote about, it will just show as fast as possible. Is that okay? So I've made a mistake. I am not writing those plugin one after the other. I'm not writing those plugin one after the other. So if let me just discuss them, then I can write them for you one after the other. Is that okay? So another plugin again you will need is the Bunny CDN. Eh? So the Bunny CDN is speaking of speech. Is that okay? Is that okay? So this Bunny CDN as a plugin allows your website to actually load faster, and when it is loading it actually makes your image, your videos or whatever you're uploading in your website to actually appear bolder and smarter as early as possible. So the number seven plugin that you will need in what's the name in wordpress.com, sorry please. The number seven plugin you will need in wordpress.com, in case you're using wordpress hosting like I am discussing with you, is insert header and footers. Eh? Sometimes to edit your blog theme, you will have to add code snippets to your header or footer. The header, let me show you what the header is. The header is the top side of your blog, while the footer is the lower part of your blog. So what will enable you to actually add text or image or whatever to your header or your footer is the plugin that is called insert headers and footers. Then the number eight plugin you will need is the lightweight accordion. Is that okay? The block so that one is for design. It's like a widget. So the widget is how is the tool you use in designing your website. So it's just like a widget. So just like how you want your site to look like. They added like a salt, like a sugar into your tea that make it sweeter, and it actually enhances the design of your website. Is that okay? That is a lightweight accordion plugin. Is that okay? So another one again you will need is the Mighty Share. Eh? The Mighty Share will allow you to actually have like how I added those social media icons to my website. The Mighty Share plugin is what actually allows uh allows you to create those things. Is that okay? Sorry, my screen went off. So the mighty is that is what actually allows you to create those things. So we are going for that. Sorry, please. The screen went off for sometimes. I didn't even notice and I'm teaching. But I'm sure you're following. And that's a good thing. Since you're following, then that's all. So the number ninth, have I mentioned the ninth? Okay, my teacher have mentioned that. Then the anti-spam B. Anti-spam B is one of the best free anti-spam WordPress plugin around. So with sophisticated tool set for effective day-to-day comment and track back spam fighting, built with data protection and privacy in mind, you will be able to stop spam comment on your blog for free with plugin. So this plugin is free, totally free. It will allow you to actually stop anyone that is trying to spam your website. Is that okay? Now, if you want to know how you can install a WordPress plugin quickly on your new blog, the fastest way to install if you want to know how you can install those plugins in your WordPress, then just have to follow me. Number one, navigate to plugins. Then after you navigate to plugin, you go to add new. Is that okay? But if I am explaining all of this now, will you understand or should I type it? So okay, let me first of all, before I go there, let me name all of this plugin here so that you can see it by yourself. You can actually screenshot. Then the plugin you will need, WordPress plugin that you will need, WordPress plugins, WordPress plugins. The WordPress plugins you will need, number one, like I said, Yoast SEO, Yoast SEO, Yoast SEO. Number two is WP form, WP form. Number three, WP forms, is custom forms. Then number three is SiteKit by Google, SiteKit by Google. Then it is called the analytics dashboard. It's called the analytics dashboard for WordPress. So I put that in brackets. So you can be searching, you can search all of these one after the other. So the number four is Updraft plugin. So I'm writing this thing out so that for those people who may not understand my pronunciation, it will not be hard for them to actually. Sorry, let me check. Okay, so for those people, while I'm writing this out, is for those people who may not understand proper English pronunciation that might be watching this video. So if I'm writing them out, they can be able to go and search for it by themselves. So Updraft is called the Updraft plugin. Then the number 5 is WP Rockets. Number 5 is WP Rockets. So this number 4 is WP Rockets. Then number 6 is Number 6 is Bunny CDN. Bunny CDN. Then number 7 plugin is Insert insert header, insert headers and footer, which I already explained all this to you. Number 7, number 8, insert headers and footers. Number 8 is the lightweight accordion. Is the lightweight accordion. Is a lightweight accordion. Is a lightweight accordion. Then number 9 is the mighty shear. Is the mighty shear. Number 4 is the mighty shear. That's number 9, please. Then number 10 is the anti-spam bee. Anti-spam bee. Number 10 is anti-spam bee. Number 10 is anti-spam bee. So I think you understand that where the WordPress plugin that you need include Yoast SEO, Yoast SEO. I think I made a mistake. Yoast SEO. Then WP is WP Forms. Then Sitekit by Google. That is the analytics dashboard for WordPress. Then number 4 is the Updraft plugin. Number 5 is the WordPress Rocket. Then Bunny CDN. Then number 7 is the insert header and footer. Number 8 is the lightweight accordion. Then number 9 is the mighty shear. Number 10 is the anti-spam bee. So if you have this, I hope you understand this now. So in WordPress is a little more difficult than that of WordPress. I'm teaching more or less WordPress here because the link I added on this description will teach you everything about Blogger. Do you understand? So now how would the WordPress, like I talk about, is a little more difficult to operate than that of Blogger. This is what me I understand. Some persons would say Blogger is more difficult, but to me WordPress is more difficult. So let me treat more or less of WordPress here. Is that okay? So to get this plugin, how do you go? How do you go about it? Let me describe that to you. When you go to the dashboard, I don't have WordPress this thing here, but I can just explain that to you. You can watch videos on how to actually install these plugins, but if you want me to talk about it, then I can just say it verbally. Now you are to go to navigate to plugins. Just look for your plugins in your dashboard in wordpress.com. Is that okay? Then you switch to add new. Inside the add new, if you go to the add new, now search for WordPress plugin you want to install. Number 1, go navigate to plugins. Then after you go to plugins, just click add new. If you click add new, then you can search for the plugin you're looking for. Then if you search for it, just go to just go to install now. When you go to install now, the plugin you're looking for is supposed to install. Is that okay? Now I don't know if this is okay for you. So now how will you create the main page of the blog? All of these things are things you are supposed to learn. So I don't know how that will be for you. But anyhow, let me take you to the other point. So if you're using WordPress, you can always get lessons on that, please. But all I know is very not hard like that. So let's go to the next point that will benefit you that is just starting. So now that we understand all of these, even the plugin I am showing you, you may not even need them at the start, but for purpose of teaching is the reason why I added that. So now if you create your first post, that is That is a good start for you so far. After creating this post, it is not for you to just create post. No. The number one thing you should consider in creating your post about the nature, about what you're writing about, is how good is the article you wrote. Consider if those articles have errors. Don't write your articles in a hurry. If you write your article in a hurry, there will be a lot of grammatical errors, and that will inhibit Google Google from crawling your website, from showing your website to researchers, and that would drastically reduce your views. Is that okay? Now, what did I say? Make sure you're not writing your post in a hurry. As you're not writing your post in a hurry, it will enable you to write a good website post. Now, how will you be attractive to your reader? You can be attractive to your reader by writing a catchy headline. Is that okay? Catchy headline. What do I mean by catchy headline? For instance, for instance, you want to write about a carburetor of a motorcycle. You understand me? You will say, okay, look, let's forget about that. That sounds a little difficult. Let's say you want to write about how to cook rice. Do you understand me now? So if you just write it plainly, how to cook rice, a lot of people have known how to cook rice. For you to have people to click on that particular article, you need to write something that will make them let me go and check. So now, how to cook rice, now you can turn it like this method. I could just write it. Bet me you have not seen this method of cooking rice. Can you see the way I put it? Bet me you have not seen this method of cooking rice. Somebody will just say, is there any other method of cooking rice again that I've not seen? The person want to click on that website and see. I could turn it this way again. I could just turn it this way again. I could just turn this. Sorry, I'm just thinking of how to put it again. So just go around it and know how you can put your headings, like the way you're writing other headings that is making you to actually come and click to read the article. Is that okay? So you have to be smart in choosing the choice of your headlines. Is that okay? So if you make a good and smart way, if you make a good and smart, if you make a good and smart headline, people will come to your post to actually uh to write. They'll come to your post to actually read. Sorry, I'm a little tired. That's why. So let's take it. So the next thing you can consider again is the body of your writing. Do not mix topic together. If you're writing about how to cook rice, strictly remain on how to cook rice in that single post until you submit it. What did I say? Do not mix how do not mix topics together. Is that all right? Do not mix topic together. That is for the body of your write-up. Then next, always draw a conclusion. Eh? Always draw a conclusion. Like you're writing about how to cook rice. Do a conclusion of the whole thing, the summary of the whole thing at the end of each of your write-up. After doing that, hit the publish button. And when you publish, initially your blog will not be identified by Google crawlers who actually shows people's blog to researchers on Google at the initial stage. You need to keep patient for some days. Is that okay? And if you're choosing your headlines, make sure it's not something that is common, so that when you added things that are not common that you feel nobody have written about, Google will give preference to your blog more. Is that okay? Google will give preference to your blog the more. The more new thing you write about, the more preference Google will give to your site. Is that okay? Now, After you publish your article, don't stop there. Share your articles, the link to your blog articles on your social medias. This will allow, this will be like a backlink. The backlink is people that share the website or the people that share your site. You understand me? So when you share your blog article on your social media, it actually kicks it further. It actually sensitizes Google to quickly recognize your blog. And when Google recognize your blog and somebody is searching for a topic of written, they will actually get to your blog and read. And that is what we call traffic. Is that okay? Now, after doing all of this, the question now is, how will you monetize your blog? Hmm? How will you monetize your blog? To start monetizing your blog, you need to consider two things. How old is your blog? Has your blog started having views? Now, there are monetizing channels. There are monetizing channels that, don't worry if your blog have got are now having attraction to viewers or not. And while there are some that consider the numbers of posts you have written, the quality of posts that those of your articles, the quality of those of your posts. Now, the number I made mention of numbers of posts, the quality of posts, and the numbers of viewers you have. So there are monetizing platform that actually consider all of this, while there are some that does not consider it. Now, if you want a platform that does not consider that, if you want a platform that consider all of that, then you should know that you earn more. Those platforms that consider all of those prerequisites, they pay more than those platforms that does not consider that. Is that okay? Now, the number one platform that does not consider that you're creating your blog today or not, that I want to discuss with you, that kind of monetizing platform, the one I would choose for you is the Astera. Astera is spelled as at then Stera, at stera.com. So even the blog you're creating this particular time now, from this lesson you have learned, even the blog you create now, if you go to astera.com and you submit the blog and you have like 2 articles, they will approve it. So for each click, anybody click on the advert they'll be showing on your blog, they will definitely pay you for it. But it's not as much as the ones that I'm about to discuss with you. But that particular one have those prerequisites I talked about. Is that okay? So that the one that pay higher, but would want you to have certain numbers of article like 30, then it must have a quality content. That particular one is called the AdSense. The AdSense. Eh? So it's access.com. So in access.com belongs to Google. They are very reliable. They pay you for every click that you have on advert that they place on your website. They are very credible. They will always pay you. And they don't think of clicking by yourself because they will catch you. You cannot cheat Google. Don't do anything fishy. Allow visitors to visit and click. But before they accept you into their platform, you must have written maybe like 30 articles or more, and those articles must be of high quality that are already being recognized by Google and uh, being crawled by Google crawlers. Eh? Is that okay? So those articles must be of high quality before they will recognize you. So when they recognize you when AdSense recognize you and they're having views, bet me you've made a lot of money. So for atstera.com and access.com, if you want to monetize your blog that you created, go to astera.com and you can start monetizing if you're just starting. Then if you have gone far, you've written a lot of quality articles, that have at least 700 words above each, like multiply by 30 articles or thereabout, and you know you have done the necessary thing. And those necessary things you should also do is about us page. Write about you, what your blog is all about, your privacy policy, what you don't allow in your blog, etc. When you put all of these things right in your blog, you can apply to AdSense. And if they accept you, you have made a lot of money with that. So in case you are trying to register the website that you're going to be creating after this video, at the end of this video, in case you want to start making money from them and you're finding it difficult to register in astera.com or AdSense.com, you can just ask me in the comment section, then I can answer you straight ahead. Is that okay? I pray all of you have a blessed day. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And like I told all of you, this channel is meant for this kind of teaching and as well as comedy. I'm a comedian, so I will entertain you while I still teach you how to be successful in blogging. Not just only blogging, finances, like doing arbitrage, online arbitrage and physical arbitrage. I teach all of these things because this is what I do for a living. The comedy thing that you're watching on my channel is just to keep me happy because that is part of me too. I love all of you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and subscribe. And in case you have any question at all, in case you're trying to build the website and you're finding anyone difficult using Blogger or WordPress, please don't hesitate to contact me. I will help you out. Thank you. For free, I'm not collecting money from you. God bless you. Have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone.